Day 12 in the Dionys system, and on the wrong side of the neutral zone. Still no sign of the missing pods.
Tom, this is Command. Report. Have you found what we're looking for yet?
Negative, sir. Nothing down here but dust and rocks. I'm about ready for a beam out, if you don't mind.
Another volley coming in.
Command, beam me back.
Negative, Tom. We can't teleport you out right now. We have hostiles coming in. We just
We're
turned on
defenseless. We're
shields.
practically a science vessel.
We'll get to you after we're done with this little firefight.
We need to get out of here.
No shields, no life support, breaches on every deck.
I tell you, living in the future is rough. Welcome to DIY Foley, episode 4. Today we're going to be teaching you some sci-fi sound effects. If you don't know us already, we are the show that shows you how to create realistic sound effects and how to incorporate them into your short film to add realism and depth. And then we give you those sound effects for free. So let's take a look. I don't know about you guys, but I am super excited for the new Star Trek coming out. And so in honor of this wonderful sci-fi by J.J. Lens Flare Abrams, I've decided to provide you with a couple of sound effects that you yourself can use in your own parody video or original sci-fi film. So come on, let's learn some effects.
Okay, first things first, find yourself a fan or something similar to make a continuous ambient background noise. It doesn't necessarily need to be bassy or sound like space right now, it just needs to be a good ambient hum that you can use later in the computer. The second thing I used was a technique from episode 2 when we were making snow wind sounds, and it was just using my voice, which we'll ramp down the pitch on later. Here we are in the synthesis stage, where I built a multi-track with both the space ambience clips, my voice, and the fan, each with the pitch ramped down, and the time extended gave me a solid 10 minutes of good space noise. Okay, this one you don't need metal pots and pans necessarily. Any two metal objects colliding or sliding against each other will work. Just try to get a good variety so you can get exactly the sound you're looking for with your buttons. So what I started with here was a single ringing noise right after the impact of two metal objects. Not the actual impact noise itself, but the ring that followed. I took a short segment of that because it kind of sounded like a computer button or an interface being activated. And then I changed the pitch on it, and I added a couple effects, whatever sounded good. Sound Booth actually has a whole sci-fi section that you should try out. Here I'm just duplicating it and layering it to make it sound more complicated and more futuristic. The look here I'm going for is L-cars from Star Trek. So it's sort of like a repeated beeping, beep 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 sort of noise, and just play around with it. It sounded pretty good. I think I made 6 or 7 of these and used them all in the film. So this is a big experimentation one. You guys just got to go out there and try some things.
I searched everywhere online, everywhere, until I found a tip that said use a slinky. Now the trick is it needs to be free hanging so you can really get that good reverberation that sounds like a laser being shot. So what you can do is you can hang it off your microphone if it allows for that. I did a lot of experimentation here, but the basic concept is hang it high enough where it's just barely touching the ground. Then pick up the bottom and let it drop, and then catch it before you get too much reverberation. It'll sound like a great laser noise.
I know what you're thinking. Here we are using the voice yet again to create a sound effect. But to tell you the truth, I think making explosion sounds just came naturally to me because I use my voice for that all the time. For that wonderful deep bass sound present in any good explosion, basically you need any two objects impacting. I used porcelain because I like the metallic sound associated with that. I just ramped it down a bunch in post. This one comes straight from the top. That's right, you heard me right. Lion roar, or in my case a tiger roar, is what I ended on, from mimoz.com for your free animal sounds. The use of a roar has often been used to increase the effect of an explosion. Ben Burt is a good example, the creator of Star Wars sounds and several other movie sounds. The approach is pretty simple. Just save the lion roar and incorporate it into your multi-track in Sound Booth or whatever comparable sound editing program you are using. Which brings me to my next section, the synthesis portion, with the largest, most complicated multi-track file, if you don't count the LCARs as complicated. Here I just layered multiple things, lowered the pitch on each of them, and in the case of the lion roar, added a reverb effect to give it a more of an explosion feel. You can't go wrong with too many layers in an explosion. If it doesn't sound right, add more bass, add more whistles, add more pops, make it really dynamic and big and thorough, and you will get the explosion you're looking for. So I took my cumulative multi-track file and I copied it, and to the second one I lowered the pitch even more, added bass effects to it, and added tons of reverb, so it became sort of a bassy, in-your-chest feeling that you would associate with any quality explosion. It was more of a background to enhance the main explosion that I recorded earlier. Well, gentlemen and gals, there you have it. All the effects you need to make your own sci-fi film. Well, maybe not all of them. I realize I ran out of time to show you how I did the alarm, how I did the shaking of the ship, other such effects. Anything that you want more details on, or you want an individual video made for you and your friends, tell me in the comments section, and I will make a video showing you how to make that sound that you requested. Otherwise, if you need some effects but you don't have time to learn how to make them, try visiting trekcore.com. It's a great website, has tons of Star Trek sounds, they're all royalty free. Use them to your heart's desire for your sci-fi film. And finally, if you have an alternative or better way to make any of the sound effects you saw in this film, or there is a sci-fi sound effect you would like to share, tell me, give me a related video, I will post it, people will see it. Other than that, check out DIYfilmschool.net for all your other do-it-yourself film needs. They're a spectacular website. I just discovered them recently, but they got tons of resources, tons of posts and information about all sorts of facets of video making, even one about Foley. And thanks for watching.
Hi, Townsend's Warbler here. If you like this video, then like it. If you want to see more like this, then favorite and subscribe. Or I will put your eyes out and feed them to your children. Other than that, we'll see you next week.